You'd think I'd be pretty organised by now, wouldn't you? Not a chance. I'm just going to give you the model number of this. This is a very quick video. Yes, you've seen this before, which is why it's going to be a very quick video. And as it says in the description, and as it should say in the description, with massive thanks to Mark Wilkie, who's a subscriber. He saw me try to work on this TV, it must have been a month ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Thanks, Mark. Oops, camera falling over. This is one of my own TVs. I use it in the house. And it developed a problem, as TUs do, but not a screen problem. This problem was connected to the HDMIs. They'd be very intermittent. So you'd lose sound and then you'd lose picture. And I went searching for a main board for it, thinking there'd be loads of these because it was a TU. Not one anywhere in the usual places where you find these things. And then Mark Wilkie got in contact and said, I've got one of those. Would you like it? Free of charge for your channel? Thank you. Which is really nice of you. Not only did he donate it free of charge to the channel, or to me personally, I suppose, but it arrived next day postage on a Sunday. It turned up on a Sunday. So, Mark, just big credit to you, and thank you very much. So we're just going to swap the boards over, plug the HDMIs in, and if they work straight away, then we're laughing. That's going to be the plan. This is not the TV. This is not the TV. Because this is a TU, as I've just said. It was an AU, wasn't it? AU. Blimey, I'm working too hard. Right. Nuts. Let me go and find the TV. Okay, take two. If Mark's watching this, he'd be thinking, I didn't send you a board for that other TV. You know in this job how you get a run on things. Sometimes you get a run on screen problems, sometimes you get a run on mainboard problems, capacitor problems, la-di-da-di-da-da. Getting a run on Samsung curved TVs with failed backlights at the moment. They're not my favourite ones to do because there's always extra problems. But loads coming in. Mark, you sent two boards, so I gather you sent the power supply and the main board. I shall keep the power supply for a rainy day. And we all know there will be one. Lovely. I'll just put them side by side so you can see. They're identical, matching model numbers and, of course, most important, matching BN numbers. Now, oh, camera's upside down. Let me press a button. There we go. I've just come in to do a little voiceover here because it's worth checking what I do, because I need to check what I did. The board on the right-hand side, which I'm unclipping now the cables from, that was the original board that's faulty inside the TV. The one I'm lifting up now on the left-hand side, that's the brand new replacement. Let's just make sure I swap them over correctly here. You'll find out why in a moment. Mark, you will see me in a second reset your TV. Oh, I don't know if this is your TV. And Mark, you must let me know. I think we're communicating by text. I can't remember how you've come across these boards. Was it your TV? Did you deal in TV repairs? You've probably told me, but there's been so much going on of late, the mind's a bit sludgy. But if this is your TV, rest assured in a second, and I'll probably do it on camera, but I will wipe all the details on this board. Obviously, I'll do a factory reset just in case you've got any of your personal login details and smart Netflix details, etc. I ain't going to push down on it too hard yet, just in case I have to take it off again. Oh, did anybody see any speakers inside this TV? Yes. Just checking. That is my number one thing, repairing TVs and forgetting to put the speakers back. I just always do it. Don't know if you've noticed, but this Sony that I repaired, I haven't uploaded the video yet, so you wouldn't have noticed. But I've got a Sony 55 there, which I have repaired for myself. It's one of Sony's cheapest TVs. Anyway, that's not what I'm trying to tell you. I just stuck it up there today. Then I started walking up the corridor to make myself a cup of coffee, and I heard this bang. And the TV, it's not very stable, as you can see. And I must have left it at a tilting point, obviously tilting forward, and it fell down. Luckily, there was just the carpet here. There was no screwdrivers left, and I've tested it 5 minutes ago and it was fine. A lucky break, I'm sure you'll agree. Going to put mains in, going to give it an internet feed, going to plug the HDMIs in, obviously, to make sure that they do work. I'm hoping it's not a common fault. That'll be enough to test, won't it? Shall we go to the left a bit? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I've got the other cameras on at the moment, because I don't need them. I'm just getting really lazy. But let me switch off the other cameras. There you go. Wasn't hard to do, was it? And a factory reset remote control. There is a chance, of course, Mark, that you've already reset it. I don't know. Looking good so far. I don't know on this model if I can do the iFactory bit, but I will do iFactory. Yes, I can. There we go. So just to prove to you, Mark, that I am resetting it, and any of your personal details that were on here now have gone. When I press the button. Then I'll start it up. Do we get a little video on these NU startups? Oh, we do. It's all exciting, isn't it? I always click all and then select where I am. I am Southwest. That's all it needs to know. Test your remote, see if it works. Well, we know it works. We've been doing things. Okay. I do like the Samsungs that when they're not connected to Freeview and they're connected to the internet, let me just turn the volume up because I'm not getting any audio. And that's what the fault was before. I am getting audio, I can hear it now. Okay, I just want to test that. It's going to give me a HDMI 1. It's a bit slow on this remote. I think it's the batteries in this. Now this is what kept happening before. It kept saying unknown and it wouldn't give us a picture. Okay. I am on HDMI 1. I'll swap it to HDMI 2. I've not put the faulty board back in, have I? I can't wait to check the video back. Because it's doing the same thing. It's intermittent. Back to HDMI 1. It's got the tick on HDMI 1. So either I've got a faulty... no, either I know the HDMI is not faulty because I've tested it all the time on all the machines. Either it's a common fault on all the boards, or I've put the same board back in. I didn't. Did I? I didn't. Can somebody rewind and see if I put the same board back in? Bit of a coincidence, isn't it? If both boards have got the same fault. Unless it could be weak voltage coming across from the power supply, so maybe the fault is with the power supply. It's a good job Mark sent another power supply. I'll try that with his board. Well, I'll try it with both boards. So as you can probably gather at this stage, I've convinced myself that it can't be a common fault, and I must have put the original board back in. So I've now put the other board in, which technically was, spoiler alert, the original board. So I hadn't made a mistake. But you need to go through these things. Then we'll test the power supply just in case there's a weak voltage. Always a possibility. Got a source, it's on HDMI 1, it's ticked. And no. Should we change the power supply? Well, a bit of a spoiler alert for you. No, it didn't change anything, sadly, the power supply. And as you worked out, I had changed the boards over, it does seem like, after making a few phone calls and inquiries, that this is a common fault. I am going to show you the board number that I require, just in case by some miracle, because I can't find these boards on eBay, which lends to the fact it could be a real common problem. But anyway, let me just give you the BN number that I require, just in case somebody's got one out there. You know the model number of the TV, which is a UE43 NU7400. That's by the by, because they use different screens in same model numbers. So I require the BN number, which is on this white label here. The TV will work as a Freeview TV. It will work with the apps. It just doesn't give me any access to the HDMIs. It's a fault on the processor, which is tucked away under there. I could not reball it, but I could reflow that, but I could cause more damage and even lose the Freeview. And since it's a common issue, I'm not going to bother. If I do manage to get one, I do. Mark, thanks very much for trying. I appreciate it. You weren't aware. You just realised that you'd got spare boards and sent them to me. But it seems to be a common issue. Before I get loads of comments in the in the section saying, "Did you check your HDMI lead?" Of course, I did. Why I didn't film it, I don't know. I thought I was filming it, but I stuck it into that Sony that was behind and it came up straight away. So it's not HDMI leads. And I've tried other HDMI leads and I've tried other DVD players just to make sure that I wasn't going mad. And I'm not going mad. That seems to be the problem. Incidentally, just as I'm recording this, there's a great text which has come through. And I just want to show you the text. Because I'm expecting a brand new TV to come through from Richer Sounds. Funnily enough, it's a 43-inch Samsung, but it's a brand new one. It's a DU model. Just have a look at the top two texts here, and please do leave me a comment if you've ever suffered from this, because I can't be the only one. It seems to be happening to me on a flipping weekly basis. Look at the two comments here from Richer Sounds, who are brilliant, in correspondence with DDP. Is it DDP? The delivery company. Hang on a minute, it doesn't sound right, DDP. DPD. I almost got it the right way around. Okay. So, we'll deliver your Richer Sounds parcel today between la-di-da-di-da. Now, I had an appointment at 2 o'clock, so I cancelled it because I wanted this TV. This is a brand new TV for a customer. Thank you, driver Christopher. Doubt it's your real name. Because then I got a message at 2:30 as I'm sitting in the garden waiting saying, he tried to deliver, he really did. Oh, we attempted delivery, but you weren't in. I get that so many times from DPD. It is such a load of bull. So I made a complaint, and I love the reply that came from DPD. We have upgraded your parcel delivery. It'll now be delivered tomorrow, Saturday the 10th of August. How can that be? How can that be an upgrade? We've upgraded you to a 24-hour delay. Luckily, my customer's not in a rush, but it's not the point, is it? I cancelled an appointment, and it was a medical appointment, and I wish I'd have kept it now. I didn't have to cancel it. Swines. Anyway, if you've got that BN number and have a spare board, do let me know. I doubt that I'll find one, but it's often going on the scrounge.